Good morning. It is Tuesday, 5:39 a.m., June 20th. I'm gonna try to record a video really quick and go back to sleep because I'm really tired and I have to wake up for work pretty soon. I wanted to record this stream because it was weird. So this one is about my partner Alex and I. In the dream we're living in a place that we have never lived in. It's like a pretty big house, like a middle-class American family house, and it has like several stories to it and a bunch of rooms. And basically it starts out, it's like nighttime, and I'm in our bedroom just like laying down, probably like getting ready to go to bed, and he's outside but still in the house somewhere, probably playing video games. And it's a pretty small bedroom, and right next to the bed on the wall is a very large painting, and it's like very kind of intimidating looking. It's like this big gilded gold frame, and it's like maybe 5 feet tall, like 3 feet wide, like that sort of thing. And inside the painting, like, it looks like a painting from Harry Potter. It's like the things inside of it are moving, and it's like just like subtly though, like it's kind of a painting of like a dark, stormy landscape, so everything is like grays and blues, and you can see like little withered, wintry bare trees, like kind of shaking like in the forceful wind, and like rain and clouds moving around. And I'm laying down, like trying to relax, and like suddenly I hear this noise coming from the painting, kind of like a clicking or like a beeping sort of noise, and I can see it like glowing a little bit. And I don't, in the dream, somehow I know, I'm like, oh shit, this means that a character from this huge video game world, this video game that Alex is playing, is about to walk through this painting and like just hang out in this room for like an hour or something, because I know that like this is how this game that he is playing works, and that's like what this painting is for, is so video game characters can like use it as a portal to like come into our home. And I also know that whoever comes through is probably dangerous and scary, and not someone that I want to like be in the room when they get there. So I like run out of the room, and I find Alex, and I'm like, hey, like the painting is like, someone's about to come through the painting. Like, what do I do? Like, should I get out of the house? Like, should I just like wander the streets for a while, like while this like scary video game dude is in here? Actually, it doesn't make any sense, but I kind of pictured someone when I was imagining who was going to come through, and it was like a guy with the same colors palette as the painting. It was basically just someone wearing like a big hooded cloak that's black and raggedy and has it like drawn over his face and looks kind of like rugged and cold underneath. So imagining this guy coming through, and I'm like, well, I definitely don't want to be here. So like, I get up, I'm like only wearing my bathrobe, and I'm like, okay, I have like a couple minutes to like grab a few things before I run out the door, and I grab like my keys and my phone, and then I get to like the front door, and I'm like, shit, I I'm barefoot, and it's kind of cold outside, and I'm like, Alex, could you get me like some socks from the bedroom? And the shoes are down here, so like I can put shoes on. And he's like, okay, like I'll do it like really quick, but I only have a minute. So he runs up to the bedroom and gets me a pair of socks and comes down. And when he comes, the bedroom is like in the upstairs floor. When he comes down the stairs to like the like entryway area of the home, like he's carrying my socks in one hand, and then in the other arm he's carrying a pig. And I'm like really surprised that he's carrying the pig because like it's a pig. It's like a normal like pig-sized pig, so it's huge, and he shouldn't be able to carry it. But he's carrying a pig, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And he sets the pig down like next to me, and the pig is not a normal pig. It's like it has a head, but then it also has like on the top of its butt, it has two more pig heads. So like next to each other and kind of like angled like this, so they're looking like this. And it looks very uncomfortable. And I'm like, what? um but I guess I'm also sort of understanding what's going on somehow because I'm like, oh, did this like come through the painting? And he's like, yeah. And I say, well, like what should I do? And he tells me to get it ready. And I go like, do you mean like tenderize it? Like massage it? And he's like, yeah. so so I'm like, okay, this is like my new task. Like I'm not supposed to leave the house now, so I take the pig and like walk into another room and still try to like hide from the scary guy, but I'm supposed to like look after this mutant pig. Um, and then at this point, like for some reason, I think the deal is the reason that we have the same bedroom and like live in this big house is that actually like Alex's whole family lives here. So at this point, for some reason, Alex's like family was gone, and they like finally get home, and then the house is like all loud and bustling, and there's like people coming through, um, and we're like kind of this is like an added stress because we don't want to like bother everyone else with this like weird video game stuff that's happening, or we don't like want them to know. But they like obviously like they see the pig and they're like, okay, well, what's going on here? And then they start talking about like Alex's mom starts talking about how Alex's dad has this like kind of secret like gambling habit or like horse betting habit or something like this, something like that, and like how that seems related to this like weird video game thing, and like how they're like this is just like something that he used to do when he was younger, like something like that. I don't like really remember. It like doesn't make that much sense now, but um, yeah. And then like after that, like suddenly like things don't not suddenly, but things don't really seem that dangerous anymore. Like everyone, all these relatives and like friends are just in the house, just like hanging out and like chatting and having a good time, and like no one really seems to care about the video game dude. And yeah, and I think that's where the dream ended.